Good morning, boys and girls. Yesterday, for a writer's workshop, you all did a opinion writing pre-assessment, which you just told me your opinion about a specific topic. You all did a great job with that. So today we're going to fully dive into our next unit of writing, which is writing about reading. So before we get to that, what we're going to talk about today is writing about your opinion about a topic. So your opinion about something is how you think or feel about it. So before we even get into that fully, I want to explain that your opinion writing is going to have three separate sections. So you're going to write it in the form of a letter. So the top of your letter is going to be where you address the person you are writing to. So dear, and then whoever you're writing your letter to, dear reader is what I'm going to use for today. The body of your letter, the main section, is where you're going to state your opinion, how you feel about that specific topic, and then give me 3 reasons and evidence to support your opinion. And then the closing part of your letter, which is going to be the third part, which is where you're going to write sincerely, which basically means from, and then your name. So you're going to make sure that you use proper capitalization and punctuation when you're writing your letter. And then we're going to talk about now the 3 parts of your letter. So I'm going to go ahead and screen share with you really quickly. So when we are doing opinion writing, we are going to make sure that we use transition words in each section of our opinion writing. So like I said before, the body of your letter is where you're going to do the most of the work in opinion writing. So we're going to think of it like an Oreo, okay? So the O, R, E, and O, which spells Oreo, stands for something. It stands for opinion. R stands for reason. E stands for evidence or proof. And then the last O is where you're going to restate or re-say your opinion that you already said at the top of your letter, okay? So opinion, reason, evidence, and proof, and then you restate your opinion at the end. So when you're doing your opinion writing, here's like your little graphic organizer that you're going to use in order to respond to a certain prompt or a specific question. So today, the prompt that I want you to respond to is, what animal makes the best pet? Okay, so the first O, if you remember, stands for opinion. So here's where I'm going to state my initial opinion. Okay, and I'm going to make sure that I use transition words. So if I go back up to the top really quickly, here are the transition words that I can use to start and state my opinion. So I'm going to start off with this first O, which is I'm going to say just in my opinion. Now your prompt for today is, what animal makes the best pet? So I'm going to kind of walk you through this and write it as I am teaching you. So in my opinion, I'm going to say dogs make the best pet. Okay, so I stated my opinion. What do I think? I think that dogs make the best pet. Okay, so now R1 is going to be reason 1. R2 is reason 2. R3 is reason 3. In my opinion, it's always easiest to start with my 3 reasons first and then go back and put in specific examples, or E, which stands for evidence, okay? So I'm answering the question, what animal makes the best pet, okay? So my first reason that I think dogs make the best pet is because they can learn cool tricks. So I'm going to start off with a transition word. First, dogs can learn tricks. So I think dogs make a great pet because they can learn tricks. What's another reason they make a good pet? Well, I'm going to say second, dogs also make a great pet because they like to be active. Okay. And then R3 is reason number 3. So I'm going to say the last reason that dogs make the best pet is because they love their owners. Okay, so now that I have my 3 reasons, I'm going to go back and I'm going to put in specific evidence for those reasons. Okay, so what proof do I have that dogs can learn tricks? Okay, so that's what I'm trying to prove right now. So I'm talking about how dogs can do tricks. So what proof do I have of that? Well, you can teach dogs to fetch or even give you a high five. So what tricks can they do? They can fetch, and they can also give you a high five. So those are my pieces of evidence or proof for what tricks dogs can do. Okay. My second reason was because dogs like to be active. So I'm going to underline active here. Oopsie. And there we go. So I'm going to take this off of this and make that. Okay. So evidence, what proof do I have that dogs like to be active? Okay. So I'm going to say dogs will go for a run with their owner or play fetch in the backyard. Okay, so they are active. What do? They will go for a run or they will play fetch. So that's two specific pieces of evidence or proof for what dogs do in order to be active. So my third reason is that dogs make the best pet because they love their owners. So how can I prove that a dog loves its owner? Well, dogs will greet you at the door, jump on you, and lick your face when you get home from work. They wag their tails until you pet them. Okay, so how am I proving that they love their owners? They greet you at the door. I'm sort of doing a bunch of different pieces of evidence in this one, which is okay. The more you put, the better your writing will be. Okay, what else do? They jump on you and lick your face. And they wag their tails. So how do I prove that dogs love their owners? They greet me at the door, they jump on me and they lick my face, and they wag their tails until you pet them. So that's my three pieces of evidence that go along with the reasons I did before. Now, the very last O stands for opinion again. So I'm going to take what I wrote up here for my opinion. In my opinion, dogs make the best pet. I have to say the same thing again at the very end, but in a different way. So I'm going to go back up top to my transition words for ending my opinion piece. Okay. It says, again, my opinion is, again, I think, in conclusion, or now you can see. I think I'm going to use now you can see. Okay. So when I go all the way down here, I'm going to say what I said up here, just in a little bit of a different way. So now you can see, and what did I say up here? Dogs make the best pet. So I'm going to say now you can see why dogs make the best pet. Okay, so there's my entire opinion piece right there. And then at the end, when we get a little bit further into this, you're going to take all of these pieces and then just rewrite them and put them all together at the end. So your opinion would sound something like this. Dear reader, in my opinion, dogs make the best pet. First, dogs can learn tricks. You can teach dogs to fetch or even give you a high five. Second, dogs like to be active. Dogs will go for a run with their owner or play fetch in the backyard. The last reason that dogs make the best pet is because they love their owners. Dogs will greet you at the door, jump on you, and lick your face when you get home from work. They wag their tails until you pet them. Now you can see why dogs make the best pet. And then I would write, sincerely, Miss Deptula. Okay, so I'm going to stop my share, and now it's your turn. Go respond to the prompt. What animal do you think would make the best pet? It can be an animal that you have and that you know, or it can be something from your imagination. Make sure you have 3 reasons and evidence to prove why that animal would make the best pet. Good luck, and I can't wait to see what you write about.